What is up, guys? It's Rich from Wolfpack Entertainment here with part 2 of how to make a creator wrestler in WWE 2K25, aka Creation 101. In this part, we're going to discuss just how to make that render, or the photo image. Here with me is the created wrestler we just finished in my last video. This is Veda Scott. And what I want to do first, since I'm picky and I want everything part of the picture, including the glasses, we're going to copy the default entrance attire over to ring attire for part 2. I set it to set manager and set casual. And it tells you how to do that down there below, so I'm not gonna do anything with that. None of your personal information. What I want to do is I want to do a menu screen pose and set it to attire slot 2. And then whatever you want. I kind of like this one. I'm going to do a few of them, but I'm only going to use one in this video. Then for the Series S, you're going to hit, you'll hit whatever share button you have. For PlayStation, it's literally a button marked share. Let me show you guys what it looks like on the Xbox, if I can. I'm going to bring up my webcam for you again. This little button right here where my finger is what you're going to press. And next thing you're going to need is your phone and the Xbox app, or the PlayStation app, depending on what you're doing. I'm not going to be able to show you how to do it over there because there's no way to do it on the computer for the Xbox. But what you would essentially do, I'm going to try to put it up right here. You have the Xbox app up right here. You're going to hit, never mind that. You're going to hit this 3 little book button right here. And then that latest picture right there. I'm going to zoom in and show you. It'll usually be the latest one. The one on the my far left. You're going to click that. And this little share button right here, you just hit that. And it'll save it to your Xbox. And then, what I like to do, you can email this to yourself however you want to get it to yourself. I have a backup account on Discord, so that's how I do mine. Like one that I don't use for messages anymore. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send this to myself. And that's that. Now that we're done with this part, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to hop back over to the desktop. We'll see you there. I now have my photo that we took in game. Let's go ahead and upload that. We're going to open this. Again, we're going to click the lock to convert background into layer 0. only versions of Photoshop later than 2020 have. 2020 and later have this. But you'll click remove background. And again, it'll remove the background. Then left click, hit apply layer mask. I usually use control right click here, and then go into copy and control right click on the layer, then edit and copy. And then you're going to need a template for this. I'm going to show you the one I use. Just this one right here, which you can find, I believe. This is Red Ted's template. Tony Pizza Guy also has one that works very well. That was in his, I believe, WWE 2K25 video. Even though I will link if I can find them. I will link those 2 videos in the description along with everything else you're going to need to do this entire course on creating wrestlers. I can talk. Anyway, you got to take Veda here. You got to line her up like that. Now, if you want, you could size her up just a little. I would, because the arms need to fit in there. I would also move it over just a tad. And there you have it. Now, we have her properly aligned. What do we do with her? Actually, I'm going to go ahead and take a few steps back here. We're going to leave it like it was. So you have that. What do you do next? This is where the fun begins. Camera raw filter comes into play here. And since her attire is blue and black, there is no white in it. This is what's going to make your created wrestler pop. By the way, you want to use texture and clarity for this. Then you're going to want to go over here to blue. Make that crap pop as much as you can. That'll actually turn it purple if you go too much. So you're going to leave it like right there. And as we did for the face creation, we're going to go ahead and use sharpening, noise reduction, and color noise reduction. And what that'll give you is something like this. Now this next part I don't do often, but I'm going to show it to you anyway. I'm going to use the whites to do her skin. And then maybe a little bit of a highlight. See how much better that looks as compared to the original photo here. Anyway, that is basically how you create the render. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. And I want to thank you all for watching this little 2-part mini course on how to create a wrestler in WWE 2K25. And if you have any more ideas for WWE 2K25 creation content that you want me to see, whether it's creating wrestlers or more tutorials, let me know in the comments, even though this is not going to be what the channel's about. I know some of you that wanted me to continue modding wanted me to probably focus more on that. It's not for me anymore, for personal reasons. Anyway, let me know what you want next in this little series in the comments below, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye-bye. Alright guys, I ended this a little too soon, so I'm going to also explain how to apply the render. This is just for creative wrestlers. It's kind of a different process for alternate attires. It's the same, but it's different. Anyway, what I'm going to do, if you'll bear with me for just a second, I'm going to go ahead and upload what I needed uploaded, which is the render in this case. I'll show you how to do that as well. Let's hop on over there. Okay, so what you're looking at now is the WWE 2K upload image uploader. That's what I was looking for. Anyway, this is somewhat the same for faces, but what you're going to do now is you're going to click on custom portrait. That's what it is. And we're going to click on the Veda Scott one here. Wait a little bit. Then click upload now, wait a little bit again, it'll be there. Now let's hop back over to the game. So, you're going to go back to Community Creations. The exact same place we found our face image before, is also our is where we're going to find our image for her roster image, is what I'm going to call it. Even though they call it a custom portrait in game. We wait just a little bit here. In fact, I'm going to pause it and cut this out. There she is. We're going to download her. And I'll see you guys in the Creator Wrestler Suite again. And we're once again in the Creator Wrestler Suite. So we go to Personal Information, Custom Images. I have a few others. You're going to find yours at the very end. And that's that. All you got to do is just save it, and there you go. I want to thank you guys for watching this video once again. Sorry for the interruptions. I had to give a few bits more of information. Anyway, like I said before, if you could think of anything you want me to do in this series, if you want to learn anything else about WWE 2K25 that I might know that is not modding related. In fact, I want no more talk of modding on this channel unless it's Sims 4 or any other game not in the WWE 2K series. If you want anything else that has to do with creation, whether it's an arena, whether it's a championship belt, whether it's even an entrance, you know what? That's part of it too. I'm going to go ahead and throw in the entrance creator for her too. Hang on just a sec. Okay, so we're back, and we're going to go to entrance now. Sorry. I have to do it. He's one of my favorites. Anyway, I'm going to go to Veda Scott here. Anyway, it'll start off with Spark 3 for the theme. This is I like to do this first. I'm going to pick something that suits the geeky or nerdy gimmick he has. And I think I got just the thing. Maxine Dupree. Motion. I'm gonna go Maxine Dupree all the way out, actually, for this. This is something you could do. Or we could go down here and just... I'm gonna completely show this. Because we don't need the tentative walk. There's all these different entrance motions you can use. Oh, that's loud. Anyway, I'm looking for a certain one. I was looking for Shining Star and I found it. Now, if you intend to upload, don't use anything with DLC in it, because it requires you to have the DLC in order to do it. To have the created wrestlers. That's bitten me on getting a few of my old wrestlers back. I had to recreate them. Anyway, you just take whatever you want here. Anything that you think fits, you use. I'm going to change her graphics since she won't be in the Alpha Academy. So we'll do that in just a sec after I finish selecting what I want to do here. I just want to point out right off the gate, the uploaded version will not have the Alpha Academy. This is just an example of what I'm talking about. I'll go back in and change all this stuff in a second. Like off camera. Anyway, guys, that's entrance creation for you, and I'm not going to be doing moveset creation because it's boring. I hate doing it. And honestly, the moveset is up to the creator in most cases. So, for now, guys, thank you all for watching. And I hope you enjoyed this mini-series on how to create a wrestler in WWE 2K25. If you want anything else done in WWE 2K25, if it's not mods, I will do it. Let me know in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends about the channel, because let's face it, I need more subscribers. And we'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.